oh, I better not do that because somebody else might think I'm strange for doing it. No, let that go. Let it go. Drop it because you really need to be able to do what's best for you. Hey, everybody, it's Sarah Jessica Curry again, or just Jessica. I am here with Georgie and my book that I published last year, The Sphere, Sector 1, Emerging Light. This is something that has been a journey, and I wanted to share just a little bit of that journey with you today because it is something that has really changed my life and turned my life for the better. So, I divorced in 2017, and when that happened, I realized that I had really been in a state of codependency for pretty much my entire life. And up until that point, it just felt like it was me wanting to help people and me being a helpful person, trying to be a generous person. But at the same time, I was not treating me right. I love to write, I've always loved to create, and writing was something that I had really started diving into when I was about 16. But the last couple of years, I decided that I probably needed to delve into it a little more because I was getting deeper ideas about things and I was making connections in my life that I had not made before. And so I said, I feel like I actually need to share this. This is something that's not just important for me, but I think it could be important for more than just me. So I decided, I think it was 2018, 19, that I probably needed to get into some counseling. Um, Codependency is something that really haunts your soul. It really makes you um, dependent on other people being dependent on you. So you feel good when you have made another situation for somebody else better, or in your eyes better. It's not always better. You think it is. You think you fixed it and you feel good, and that's your energy, that's your fuel. So when you're not able to fix it, you don't feel energized and you feel like a failure. And so you get to this point where you're just in this cycle of, okay, I am not doing my job because this person that I feel like I'm supposed to take care of is still not okay. We can't control other people. We can't control other people's emotions. Even if we wanted to, we cannot always make someone happy. So once I realized that other than making other people happy, I did not really have a vision for what my purpose was supposed to be. So I said, okay, I've got to figure this out. I've got to figure me out. So 2018-19, I went to counseling, and the first counselor I had, every time I went to see him, he just made my day because he was fabulous and he was heartfelt and he was very authentic. And so when I mentioned something that I had written in the vein of explaining what was going on in my head and, trying to answer his questions, he said, well, read it to me. So I was like, okay, so I read it to him and he said, that is beautiful. What else do you have? You need to continue to write. This is something that really is your outlet. It's really something that helps you work out what's in your head. And, so I was like, yeah, I get that. Journaling helps me. So he would even let me sing during my sessions, the poems that I had written that I really had a tune in my head to. He even got me up one day and he was like, okay, if you're standing right there and I'm standing over here, I can't remember what the whole scene was, but it was active. And so it was so helpful. So just a quick reminder, if you feel like you have things inside that are kind of twisted up and you want to just lay them out flat and analyze them and understand them and put your pieces back in order to where you can have a fulfilling life, consider counseling. Consider, talking to someone who is trained in helping you unravel those knots. It's very eye-opening. So anyway, so I went to that counselor for about 8 weeks. And then after that, it was the whole pandemic thing and all that fun stuff. So I didn't go back in person to a counselor. And so after a while, I did well. I was writing and I was thinking better about myself. I was considering the things that I liked and disliked rather than just what the next person liked or disliked that I was trying to take care of, right? So I decided after, I guess it was about 3 or 4 months, I said I started getting back into those same cycles of looking to other people and like, okay, I don't feel like I have control over, you know, how I'm feeling. So I'm going to go try to control somebody else's emotions and make them happy and make them feel like I helped them. And then I'll have that rush and that feeling like, oh, okay, I've done something good, right? So I needed to get a little more help, I felt. So I started counseling with a woman who told it to me straight. Okay. I told her I had actually gotten into some creative gigs, I guess you say. I started editing. I had a book that I was editing and I was really excited about that. I started doing narration for Audible, and that's a lot of fun. And so during my sessions, I would tell her about these, creative endeavors. And she listened and she, helped me talk through things. And then she said, okay, so when is your book going to be published? You know, that's all great. I'm glad you're enjoying helping other people, but when is your thing going to be done? So I was like, okay, I need to get on the ball with this. And so one of the things that I did during my sessions was I made a vision board. And I had heard of vision boards in the past, and I was like, I mean, I felt like it was more like a teenager's dream board, like something they want to do, and then they get to college and it all falls apart, right? um, but if you go into something with an intention to improve yourself, an intention to actually learn something and open your mind to it, it's amazing how much it can actually help you. There's such value in saying, okay, I can listen to this. I don't have to look at this like it's weird. I don't need that safety net of, oh, I better not do that because somebody else might think I'm strange for doing it. No, let that go. Let it go. Drop it, because you really need to be able to do what's best for you. So the video is kind of close up, but I'm going to try to show you the vision board that I made. My goal was I wanted to narrate books, I wanted to write my own book, and I wanted to include the poetry, which is represented by the flower and the mushroom, and the sphere, which is represented by the circle. So I made that vision board. Y'all, within 3 months, I had this book put together. I still had some editing to do. I still had some work to do on it, but I put this book together and I found an author who was looking for a narrator, and I did that. Like, I applied for 2 different gigs and I got accepted for both of them, and I was like, yay, oh crap, I don't know how to do this. I've never done this before. But so the microphone from the vision board happened very quickly. Getting my book together happened very quickly, and I was amazed, y'all. I was just floored by what a vision can do, what it means to say, you know what, I need to take care of me. If you're going to love your neighbor as you love yourself, you have to love yourself first. You have to know what that means. If you can't love yourself, then how are you going to love somebody else, right? So all that to say, guys, counseling can do you a world of good. A vision board, when you do it with the right intentions and you do it with your mind in a place of, I can improve myself. This is something that's possible. And even if you just barely have an inkling of that, even if you just have the want to and may not believe right now, even if you just have the want to and may not believe right now that you can be in a better place in your life, take that chance. Make a list, paint it, write it, whatever, write a song, whatever you can do that just communicates to your own self what you want in your life is going to help, I promise. So my goal for you today is to make a short list of things that you enjoy doing. Just you. What do you like? What do you enjoy? What food do you like to eat? What kind of place do you like to go to? Where do you like to travel? Who do you like to be with? What do you like to watch? What do you like to read? Where's your comfortable place? Where's your creative place? I know we don't want to go to you, but sometimes before you can lay paved stones down for someone else, you've got to look down and make sure you have a path under your feet. You have to have a stable foundation in order to build others up and encourage other people. So codependency, recovering from codependency is not about ignoring other people's needs, but it is about not extending yourself so far that you have nothing left. So thank you for listening today, and I hope this has given you something to think about. I do want to give a little heads up for my video coming out on Christmas Day. I'm going to be reading George Norman Lippert's Petra's Getaway. So in order to listen to that book, you probably want to go ahead and read James Potter 1 and 2, James Potter Hall of Elders Crossing, which is the first book, and James Potter Curse of the Gatekeeper, which is the second, before you listen in on Christmas Day to Petra's Getaway by G. Norman Lippert. So as of today, I do want to encourage you, just because I can, to check out this book on Amazon. It has actually got a new cover now, and I'm going to attempt to put it on the screen. So I'm going to do this and see if it works. Bing! Did it work? I hope so. All right, guys, you have a great day. And remember, have that conversation that you've been needing to have. You know which one I'm talking about. Bye.